Hey YouTube fam, what's up? It's Patrick. Welcome to a vinyasa practice focused on building some arm strength. Before we begin today's session, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and of course like the video. Your support greatly means a lot. Whenever you're ready, find a seat, close your eyes, take a moment and allow yourself to just be here. Notice how you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. Let that guide you through the journey, the process of the practice, the space you embody. Let this be a moment for creating a container, moving away from whatever you were doing before, moving into the space that is now. Whether you subtly lengthen the inhale or the exhale, the moment becomes yours with presence, with focus, and with intention. Go ahead and blink the eyes open, come on to hands and knees, circle shoulders over wrists a few times. Feel a nice bit of strength in the hands, a nice wiggle through the fingertips, rolling through the spine. Anything that's showing up for you today is good. Notice how you're holding the space. Notice how the space is holding you. Begin to find your connection to the moment with every little movement here. And again, you can have some little cat-cow spaces. Let this be organic. Let it be animalistic. Let it be interesting, maybe more than anything else. And as the hands feel good there, go ahead and step on back into plank pose. In your plank pose, push through the thumbs, engage your core, get strong through the fingertips. And then lower your hips towards the floor just slightly, as if you're going towards upward facing dog, but you pause midway there. And then tuck your tailbone slightly and then lift your hips up a little bit higher. See if that helps you engage the core. And then drive through the heels, engage the glutes, lengthen your collarbones out. Hold to your strong and steady for a few moments, a few more breaths. And then push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. As you get there, have that same organic energy as you move through the legs. Stretch through your side waist, side body. Find a little freedom in the shoulders. A little length in the spine. Center. Inhale, roll forwards into plank pose. And exhale, push back into dog. Inhale, roll forwards into plank pose. Feel free to drop the knees to the floor. We'll lower to chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then rise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forwards into plank pose. This time lowering to chaturanga for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rise. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up and back, downward facing dog. Last time here, inhale, wave your body out into plank pose. Lowering for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep your core engaged. 6, 5. Remember to breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rise. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push on back, downward facing dogs. Hopefully your arms feel nice, long, and awake. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. On your exhale, step your right foot to the outside of the right hand. As it lands, drop your left knee down. Inhale, twist and reach. Your right arm up to the sky. Breathe into your right shoulder. Reach through your right fingers. On your exhale, right hand to the floor to the inside of the right foot. Keep it wide. Drop your left heel down. Inhale, twist and reach. Your left arm up to the sky. Rolling open. Stretch through your fingers. On your exhale, left hand to the floor. Lift your chest. Lean your skull forward. Exhale, push your hips up and away. Fold to the inside of the right leg. Bend your right knee. Lean your heart forward. Plant your left hand down. Roll to the outer edge of both feet. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Get long through the right hand. Anchor down through the outer edges of both feet. On your exhale, right hand to the floor. Step your left foot up to the outside of the left hand. Sit your hips low. Active squat. Reach your fingers out in front of you. Lift through your lower belly. Create that connection. Hold your space strong. Exhale, straighten legs, hands to heart. Inhale, reach your hands up towards ceiling. Exhale, sit your hips down towards floor. Inhale, hands to floor, elbows bent. Exhale, left foot steps to the back of the mat, followed by right plank pose. Lower for 5, towards chaturanga. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees and forearms drop, look forward. Inhale, pull the body through, upward facing dog. Opening the heart, lifting through your chest. Exhale, wave on back, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg lifts. On your exhale, left foot to the outside of the left hand. As it lands, drop your right knee down. Inhale, twist and reach your left arm up. Again, breathe into the left shoulder. Point your nose towards the sky. Look up with your eyes. On your exhale, left hand to the floor. Drop the right heel down as you lift the right knee up. Inhale, twist and reach your right arm up. Try to get a little bit longer there, waving through the spine. On your exhale, right hand to the floor, square everything off. Push your hips back in space, fold to the inside of the left leg. Find some stretch through the back of the hamstring. Reach your skull forward. Bend your left knee. Use the inhales. You plant the right hand down to wave to the outer edge of both feet, and then twist and reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Roll your right rib cage towards the left knee, and use your breath to own the space you find yourself in. On your exhale, left hand to the floor. Step your right foot to the outside of the right hand. Sit your hips low. Active squat. Your hands reach forward. Your spine is long and tall. Try to push the knees out in front of you as you lift through the chest, finding strength in your depth. Exhale, straighten legs, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, hands to floor, elbows bent. Right foot steps to back of mat, followed by left plank pose. In the plank pose, lower to chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees and forearms drop, look forward. Inhale, pull yourself through. Upward facing dog, open the chest. Exhale, wave on back. Downward facing dog. Strong arms, lifted hips. Good elevation through the spine. Look forward, lift heels, bend knees. Bottom of exhale, step or float feet to the outsides of the hands. See if you can move steady, calm, and controlled. As you find active squat, push your hips forward. As you reach your hands out in front of you, again, feel the stability here. Trust your base. Exhale, straighten legs, hands to heart. Inhale, reach hands up to sky. Exhale, sit your hips back down. Active squat. From there, inhale, hands to floor, elbows bent. Your journey to chaturanga. When you get there, we all hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise plank pose. 5. Knees get tough. You got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees and forearms drop, look forward. Inhale, pull the body through upward facing dog. Breathe new life into the front body. Feel the weight in the tops of the feet to open the chest. Exhale, wave back. Downward facing dog. Last round here, push into the hands, look forward, lift heels, bend knees. Bottom of exhale, step or spring feet to the outsides of your hands. How gracefully can you move through these spaces? Find active squat as you lift the chest. Reach your hands forward, you're in your depth. Exhale, straighten legs, hands to heart. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up. Exhale, sit your hips down. Inhale, hands to floor, elbows bent. Exhale, chaturanga. Hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees and forearms drop, look forward. Inhale, cruise the body out in front of you as you find upward facing dog, lifting the chest. Exhale, wave on back. Downward facing dog. Feel strength in the steadiness of this journey. Build a trusting relationship with yourself here. As you make it back into downward facing dog, take a few moments in this symmetrical space. Really begin to charge up your energy. And then drop your forearms to the floor. Dolphin pose. If you can drop them to the floor at the same time, wonderful. Step the feet up a little bit closer. Push into the hands. Trust your stability here. Look forward. You can stay as you want. If you want, excuse me. If you want more, though, think about chaturanga. Pull yourself out to chaturanga. Rise back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Drop back to dolphin. 3 more. Chaturanga. Plank. Chaturanga. Dolphin. 2 more. Chaturanga. Plank. Chaturanga. Dolphin. Last one. Chaturanga. Plank. Chaturanga. Dolphin. Downward facing dog. Push your hips up and away. Notice a bit of new energy in the arms, if you will. Inhale, roll your body forwards into plank pose. Root into your left hand. Roll to the outer edge of both feet. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Please know if any of this ever becomes absurd, modify as you need to. Owning your moment means being in your space, being in your body. Pull your right knee up into your chest. Step the right foot all the way up to the top of the mat. Land gracefully. Warrior 2. Rise up. Circle into your position. Anchor through the outer edge of the left foot as you press your right knee forward. See if you can contain your core here as you open through the arms. Reaching through the fingers. Lifting through your right heel. Be steady. Be in breath. Be in balance. Straighten your right leg. Triangle pose. Adjust the stance as you may like to. I tend to like to widen the stance just a little bit. It helps me push my hip back in space. Helps me breathe into my right side body. Exhale through the left. And then I really begin to feel a bit more availability in the pose, but also a bit more stretch sensation. So try that out. If it works for you, wonderful. Just a few more breaths here. Take your time with it. Own the space you're in. Inhale, rise up. All toes pivot left. Inhale. On your exhale, wide leg forward fold. Let your body melt down. Feel the space of the inner line of the legs. Let your body lean in here. Inhale to halfway lift. All right, from here, you'll place the weight into the palms. We're going to bend the elbows, lower the chest down towards the floor. You can do this as deep as you'd like. So maybe the elbows only bend a little bit, maybe they bend a lot. Leaning, lowering, lifting. 1, 2. We'll do 5 total. 3, 4, 5. Walk your hands towards your front right foot. Drop your left knee down and backstroke your right hand to the outside of the left ankle. Catch the foot. Kick and breathe into your right shoulder. Feel all the space from left knee into right armpit. So it's a cross-referencing of the position. Something on one side of the body communicates with the other, helping remind us that everything connects. Everything brings us to balance. Exhale, release. Hands to the floor, step back into plank pose. Push into the palms. Lower to chaturanga, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees and forearms drop, look forward. Inhale, pull through. Upward facing dog. Open your chest. Exhale, wave on back. Downward facing dog. As you make it back, inhale, cruise back forwards into plank pose. Root into the right hand, side plank on the right hand. Anchor to the outer edge of the feet, reach your left arm up to the sky. Feel the gripping of your fingers here, generate force. Feel the stacking of the hips and the energy in the space you embody. Pull your left knee into your chest, look to the top of the mat. Step the left foot all the way there. Warrior 2 is yours. Open yourself up and feel the power in this stance. Obviously, we're focusing on arm strength for many elements of our practice today. Strength, stability, and structure. But that doesn't mean you can't find power in the legs. In fact, power in the legs translates up the body, into the core, into the arms. So honor that here. Just as we spoke about last week, use what you have, do what you can. Be in your body, be in your breath. Honor yourself for the effort you're capable of giving here. Straighten the left leg, adjust stance as you need to. Triangle pose. Let the initial movement come from adjustment in the left hip. The right hip as well, I guess. And then allow yourself to fold and rotate with that. A few breaths here. How does triangle pose make you feel? Capable, restricted, calm, centered, aware? Everything, nothing? Something in between? It's all just good to acknowledge. Inhale, rise up. All toes pivot right, your wide leg forward fold. I'm just going to adjust to fold to you. So you're folding to the right side of the mat. Let your body melt down and in there. And you can widen the stance as much as feels good to you. Melt in, find some softness. And then we'll get back to our 5 push-ups, so hands to the ground. You can rise onto the toes if you'd like. And then lower through. And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you finish there, walk your hands towards your front left foot. Drop your back right knee down. Backstroke your left hand to the outside of the right ankle. Catch, kick, breathe. You can notice the stretch sensation you have here. Find space to get a little bit longer, a little bit taller, more open, more receptive, more connected. Notice where you can push your left knee forward. Notice how you can breathe into your left side body. Just find your connection to the space that you're in. Exhale, release. Hands to the floor, step on back. Plank pose. From your plank, lower to chaturanga. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees and forearms drop. Inhale, pull through. Upward facing dog. Opening the chest, lifting through your front body. And exhale, cruise on back. Downward facing dog. As you make it there, push into the hands. 2 quick moments of speed. Look forward, lift heels, bend knees. Step or float into passive squat. Nice low position. Sit low, and then spring back and vinyasa. So just bringing a bit of fluid energy into the journey. One more time here. Lift heels, bend knees, step or spring feet outside of hands. Sit hips low, passive squat. Spring right back. As you make it back to dog, drop your forearms to the floor. Dolphin pose. Step your feet up a little bit closer. Push into the palms. Hold dolphin, or of course, your journey through the push-ups. Wave out. Chaturanga, plank, chaturanga, dolphin. Chaturanga, plank, chaturanga, dolphin, chaturanga, plank, chaturanga, dolphin. Last one. Chaturanga, plank, chaturanga, dolphin. Downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forwards into plank pose. Drive into your left hand. Side plank on the left hand. Reach your right arm up. Push into the left thumb. Pull your right knee into the chest. Right foot journeys all the way to the top of the mat. You open warrior two. Press your right knee forward as you reach through the arms. Feel a sense of centering here. And then to test your balance, lean out into half moon pose. Drag your left foot up with you. Feel the stability. Remember in last week's video, sometimes the balance can be really tricky in half moon pose, especially if you're really working the depth. If you're going to the end of your range, half moon is such a tricky spot to be. So acknowledge the wobble, be in it, and then step on back to warrior two. Land in warrior two with a little bit of grace. Find your breath. And then straighten your right leg. Triangle pose. That's the funny thing about me for warrior two, especially when I'm making these classes. If you sit in a space that you're comfortable, there's no wobble. It's the same with all balance, right? But when you begin to approach those spaces where there's a little bit of an edge to it, you find something. And it's really quite interesting. But of course, it requires you to maybe go off balance. Right? How does that play for you on and off the mat? How do your habits, go ahead and inhale, rise up. Pivot right toes to face left, wide leg, forward fold. Your habits of familiar keep you on balance. How do you explore the unknown to play with your balance? All right, from wide leg, forward fold, hands down to the ground. Rise on the rise on the toe tips if you'd like. 5 push-ups here. Last time for these. Lower and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walk towards your front right foot. Drop your left knee down. Back stroke your right hand to the outside of your left ankle. Catch and kick. Breathe here. Let this be a shoulder opener. So put a little bit more of a kick into the left foot and lean the right shoulder towards the spine or even towards the left side of the mat, as if it's wrapping around you, it's rolling over you. The right arm is long and straight. You'll really create a nice line of energy moving through the body here. Exhale, release. Hands to the floor. Step on back. Plank pose. Lower 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees and forearms drop, look forward. Inhale, pull through. Upward facing dog, open the front body. Exhale, wave. On back, downward facing dog. Inhale, cruise out into plank pose. Feel the energy moving in your body. Side plank on the right hand. Lift up through the hips. Left knee pulls into chest. Left foot lands lightly at the top of the mat. Warrior two as you move through the pivot. You're now feeling freer, stronger, more connected in your hips. Open through the arms. Trust your feet, be in your breath. Remember, power in the legs, structure in your breath. Create the container for you. Lean out, half moon pose. Drag the right foot up. Try to explore the depth here. Lean into it. Again, this is our first balancing pose of the day. Everything has been so focused, so in line with strength, that all of a sudden we throw balance into the mix. Things get a bit wobbly. Sit with it for just a moment. Play into that wobble. And then step back. Warrior two. Wonderful job. Try to land a bit more gracefully than I did, but sometimes, again, gracefulness comes in waves just like balance. Straighten your left leg. Adjust the stance as you need to. Lean on in. Triangle pose. Contain your core. Create some upper body rotation. Push your toes into the ground. Lean out. Open the arms. Feel the reach. Inhale, rise up. All toes pivot to face right. Wide leg forward fold. Melt down and in. Home stretch of the practice. Make it yours. Make it yours. Hands to the floor. Last round of these push-ups. Option to rise onto the toes if you would like. Do your thing. Go as deep as you want. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you finish there, crawl your hands towards your front left foot. Right knee finds a home on the earth. You backstroke your left hand to the outside of the right ankle. Breathe across your left shoulder. Open the body. Just a few more breaths here. Trust yourself. Feel the stretch through your left shoulder, kick back through your right foot. Let it go. Hands to floor. Step on back to plank pose. From your plank pose, lower to chaturanga 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees drop, forearms drop, look forward. Inhale, pull through, upward facing dog. And exhale, wave on back, downward facing dog. As you get there, drop the knees to the floor. With the toes tucked or untucked, whatever feels better to you, sit back to the heels. Bind your hands behind the back. Let your knuckles chase the ground. Open through the front body. Find some lift, find some elevation. Find some energy in your feet. Stretch through the chest and the front body. Last pose, last bit of intensity. And then exhale, release. Undo the arms if the toes were tucked there. Untuck them, sit back to the heels. Close your eyes, let your hands rest in your lap. Allow yourself to simply sit in silence here. Sit in the calm, sit in the quiet. Sit in this connected, confined space where it's just you and your breathing. Nothing more or less is required. Nothing more or less is involved. You're here. You're feeling the energy flowing through your body. You're feeling the breath wrap around your being like a physical force field, creating a container for you to have this experience, for you to lean into stillness. For you to open up for the discussions between you and you, creating space for dialogue, for conversation, leaning into challenge, embracing trust, finding the steadiness within your being. While of course we pushed some elements of the strength today, there was a calmness to that strength. Honor your being. Honor your being. Trust the space that you're in. Embrace the stillness. Embrace the calm. Continue to find a home within yourself. As always, it truly is such a pleasure to share space with you here on YouTube. If you enjoyed this session, please leave a comment below. And of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate all your support. Thank you so much for being here. Have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.